I got slide. Hey.
Yeah. Welcome to the Cafe of Knowledge, everybody. Appreciate y'all showing up today. But today's topic, we kind of a couple of weeks late on this, but we've been having a lot of things backed up. But we wanted to talk about, as y'all see the title, our title is when adults and they adult kids get into an argument, curse each other out or whatever, like with Kirk Franklin and his son Carry On. We wanted to touch base on that and see what we think about that right there.
Well, off rip, remember when we saw it and I was talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was off rip was like, why is he talking to Kirk like that or whatever like that? I was being more, how can I say, one-sided about it because I was like, why he being so disrespectful? Why he even talking like that to his daddy? Blah 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 blah. But then you spoke to me and you was like, no, did you remember certain situations? You were like children just. It get to a certain age, they just do that. They get they have a little rogueness in them and get a little rebellious or whatever. So
and they do.
It's bound to happen, but I just still don't feel like
Yeah,
you can say no or I don't feel like whatever. But it's just like he seemed like he was just going off deep end. Like he just didn't give two shits about parenting. Like he didn't care that Kirk from his father. He didn't give a fuck about Kirk. He didn't give a fuck about his mom.
Right, but
He
that come from I think their relationship is not because. Carry On so-called said that they hadn't had a close relationship in about 15 years.
Really?
Yeah, not no close one. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. So it's almost like he don't know him.
So he know him. I mean, Kirk was involved in his life, but it was something about ever since Kirk had probably got married, remarried, wasn't with the mom. But see, him and his mom was together at age like 16.
So so the son and his mother, Kirk and them ain't together no more. Kirk with a whole nother woman.
Yeah, he with a whole nother woman.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, he with a whole nother woman. And so Carry On was feeling like, hey, since you got this new family, I ain't really been involved in your life. So he has this kind of like this little chip on his shoulder, but even though they have been to therapy together trying to fix the venom between the two, like the son mad at Kirk and then Kirk's mad at the son, and it could go a lot deeper that we all don't know. But far as they had to be, they probably not close, but Kirk has been in that boy's life some type of way for Carry On just to be able to pick up the phone and just talk to him. You see what I'm saying? So they got into a dispute, and so Carry On, this is what Kirk said. He said he called his son a bitch ass. He called him a bitch ass. And then he said, I'll break your neck, ninja. Really, you know what he really said.
Yeah.
And then he said, don't you ever disrespect me. Right? And then his son, Carry On, was saying, do it. Do it. Do it. Every time Kirk said something. But you got to understand now, Carry On is on the phone saying this. He ain't in Kirk's face saying it. So everybody felt like, oh, that was so wrong for Kirk. Probably because Kirk was into the church. And he make church songs.
They have this image of Kirk.
And they have the image of anybody that's a pastor in church or something like, oh, they not supposed to slip up and curse or whatever, but they human just like we are. That's what we saying. We want to see that you have a side like that. Don't be hiding that side. If you have that side, then have that side. We'll still come to your church. What we don't like is you hiding it, and then when it come out, everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not like that because everybody's human. Just because he's in the church don't make that Kirk a bad person, because he did that. And Kirk had to get on TV and apologize about using that type of language. That's what I'm saying. Don't
apologize to the congregation?
He apologized to everybody, I guess, just to keep the church thing down. To keep the people from saying, oh, you know.
Do you feel like he should apologize?
I don't feel like he should apologize either. I really don't, So one thing I can say is that recording. How would you? Because I'm telling y'all right now, I curse is mine. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. Now, yes, I got a book out. You know, and I teach people. I do all that. We go to the homeless. We help out anybody that that need knowledge, want knowledge. We give it to them. You know what I'm saying? And we're not that type of person to say, when I give everybody all this knowledge on Wednesday so they can further their career and boost their career, I don't tell them, send me $19.95 before I give you this knowledge. I don't tell them that. I give it to them because it was a gift to me, so I want to gift it to others. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I want to see our people in our community do well, right? Okay. But now that y'all know that's me, and if y'all hear Jay record me and I'm saying you bitch ass and I'm cussing, I don't need for nobody.
I'm pretty sure they already got the heat because your last video with you talking about somebody because they got in the comment section talking crazy.
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah, that. Sure did. So I think it's self-defense or it is.
But don't think that's what I'm saying. Like, don't look at me like I'm a bad person because I had to check somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
but they saying like it's your kid. Like, why did you talk to your kid like that about Carry On? First of all, do you think Carry On should have recorded that? Well, he recorded it. If he did record it, he should have sent it to either his mama or somebody. But what you think on that?
No, because that's just this new generation stuff. I don't know. You go and give some homeless man $20.
Right.
Hey, hold up, record me. Give this man money so I can make me look good to everybody. Like, it's like a thing they do nowadays.
Right.
You walk in on your girl, you know she at home cheating, and you finna walk in, you finna record. You get your girl cheating and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Oh, this what we doing? This what we doing? Mm-hmm. Man, look, I can't even lie to you. My mind is gone at that time. If I come home or if I even hear it's another nigga in my crib, the last thing on my mind is to pull my phone out and record. For what? I'm finna go in. Guns blazing. I'm sorry. Nah, I ain't say that. I'm finna go in and talk to them.
Right.
And get an understanding with me and my girl. And I'm going to probably kick him out.
But I'm saying, we talking about parent, like a mama and parent. That's just like if me and you had a argument or something like that, and then I recorded, and then...
Won't clap.
But no, but listen, I know that we cafe of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
So... if I record you saying some nasty stuff, then I put it out there for everybody to see. I'm putting it out there because I kind of want people to think less of you.
I was say you're trying to embarrass me.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to embarrass you and say, see, he ain't what you thought he was. Or he's not the person y'all thought he was. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I think that the line was crossed right there, is that when you record something, and then you give it to everybody, put it all on the blogs and all on the internet about this person said that. Especially when it's your parent. You know what I'm saying? I think that's wrong. Cause I'm gonna tell you, and then they say, well, the kids, we shouldn't curse our grown kids out. So what you think about that? Because, how you feel about when I be cussing y'all ass out? Because I sure do. Both of my kids are grown. And I don't do it all the time. But I do it. But first of all, let me tell y'all this. They said, they did a study. And they said 90% of American parents, they ain't talking about no black, no white, all of them. Yeah. They said 90% of American parents reported at least one or two instances where they verbally said something, they had to verbally discipline their child. Now 50% said they use harsh language when they swear at their kids or use, curse words in a form of disciplining their child of all ages. So that's 50% of Americans. So, what you think about it when I be saying stuff to you? Y'all listen.
How would you feel if somebody or your child recorded you while you fussing and then put it on the internet? Why would anybody do that?
I would feel disrespected.
But
why would anybody, period, not even the child, why would anybody do that? Why would you feel like that? I'm not joking. I don't know what
I know. Now I think that went too far. But how do you feel just period about when you do something? I say, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Get your ass out my house. I don't want to hear it, goddammit. I don't want to hear because what you talking about ain't shit or something like that. How you feel about that when I say that?
I ain't gonna count. It was like all my life. Like I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. Like I know I pissed you off. I always knew that. I always knew I pissed you off. I always knew I did something.
Yeah, I think your brother. You think your brother did too? That he felt like, yeah, I pissed her off. That's why she talking like that. I think both of y'all.
I think he probably was more mad at me because I used to blame shit on him a lot. But I mean, so it's not that. It's not that. He did it to me too sometimes. But me personally, you know, I know for a fact a lot of crap I did growing up and whatnot, and I knew it pushed you off. You just bought a brand new bed and a comforter where that motherfucker plush. I go in there and act like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and start jumping on this shit, and then your bed spring break and shit.
Oh, okay.
And then you come home, all hell break loose. Why am I tripping? I know I'm gonna feel down or bad with it, but at the end of the day, I know I did what I did. I know you got you mad, so I understand why you're mad. It's not like you never came at us. I can understand that with people or children feel some type of way when they come and the child ain't did nothing or that person ain't did nothing. Just breathe wrong or blink wrong.
Right.
Child, start just cussing them out.
I
can't lie. A personal experience like, look, we never got that. It was always some bullshit we done did. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I can't lie. So, even as a kid and growing up, I know there's consequences behind this shit. And I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. And then shit happened. Then she found out about it. I'm getting frustrated. Yeah, I already know this coming. You know what I mean? I just let it happen. You know, I already know. I get over it. Whatever. Then I just know after a while, you just know not to do that again. You know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, you never just verbally abused. It was just off, just because the wind was blowing.
Yeah, no. Didn't. It had to been. Yeah, it had to been something that y'all really.
So I feel like this kid, if what you're saying is carry on, if he feels, like you said, see y'all. First of all. I'm trying to find a good way to put this. I want to just say he's spoiled, but then I don't.
Could be too.
I just want to just keep it simple and say that.
Y'all,
I
feel like y'all was spoiled.
I don't know.
But y'all never did that to me. You see what I'm saying? I really do. I really feel like you don't think y'all was spoiled, because you sure looking like you don't think so.
No, I can't lie. Later years, yeah. But in the early years before Drake was born, I knew the rough. I watched it with you. I went through it with you. Drake, by them certain type of years, Drake was too little. He never really experienced the rough. You sitting there with some pork and beans and hot dogs on the stove. He's just thinking it's lunchtime. I'm sitting there like, man, I'm tired of eating this shit, man. So it's like, but then after a while,
that was before I made it to where
that's
I was
what I'm saying.
running all
That's why I said, yeah. By the time we got like up there,
you was only like you was 9 or probably 8 or no, you was about 9. When I started making
y'all was like 9 and 10.
Yeah, you was you're 9 because y'all only 6 years apart.
Right. So
you was about 9.
Yeah, so he was 3. Yeah. Okay, so no, so we right. You're right. I said, so he was up.
I started making that loop, boy. I know when I started bringing in that.
That's why I said. So when he got up to the point to where like he was old enough to really walk, talk, do, he had common sense.
Right.
Yeah, it was gravy train from now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And from that age, you was 9, and he was probably about 3 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And y'all just had everything a person could think of. Everybody always wanted to come over to y'all house because y'all had. Yeah. Just about.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
we did.
And y'all did, and I did too, because I wouldn't treat myself without treating y'all too. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So y'all had it and I had it, and still do. But what I'm saying is, that's when I said, like, if I got on the phone and I'm like, I don't want to hear, because it's some things that I don't think it was anything. I've always been the type of parent, and you tell me, I've always, when they did something wrong, y'all, even as grown-ups, when they got adults, I never called them and cursed them out. I said, I need to see you. I need for you to come over here. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the type of parent I am, you know. And not that I was afraid of being recorded or y'all. That would have never crossed my mind because for some, I just know that y'all not like
I just knew the bullshit was coming. You sitting there text me, or sometimes you wouldn't even, you would call, you did it like once or twice. But normally I think I already knew I fucked up. So then I just be too scared to. I think my brother did it a few times. We be too scared to even contact you.
Yeah.
Because we know the bullshit.
They do
coming.
that. They do me like that, child. When they know they done did something. This is even when they adults and they done know they done did something, and then I call them. Shit, they won't pick up their phone. They ain't picking up their phone right then. They gonna wait a couple of days and then say, "Oh, mama, did you call? Yeah, I need to talk to you." Oh, all right, and then y'all still wait about 2 days.
No, that be Drake.
Yeah,
that be Drake. Yeah, Drake will wait like a
but
whole
you
season.
Come on. Yeah,
I come on.
You right.
I gonna get over it.
You right. You'll still come
Drake
on
will
over.
be like, all right, mama, yeah.
Yeah, but my other son, he right. He'll wait a whole season go by. Yeah, he'll wait a whole season.
Wait till the coastal clip.
Before he'll try to wait till he think I forgot about it. And I don't care if he wait 6-7 months and he come, I still hit him with the same thing, you know. But we was just on that about that cursing out, and that's something that I do, and I didn't think any less of Kirk Franklin when he did it, because that's something that I do. Everybody don't parent the same, and everybody don't come out their mouth the same, but just because you curse your kid don't mean you don't love them. You know, you doing that because you do love them, but people say you shouldn't have to use curse words to get your point across, and that's true. You are so right, but I just use mine because I want to. You know what I'm saying? And I get my point across, and because those are the words I want to use, you know. And I hurt your feelings. I just hurt your feelings, you know. And just like you said, I just made a video. If you piss me off, most likely.
It just got more authority to it. I can't lie. As a kid, I'm telling you, I always remember that, and so I told myself I'd make sure I instill that in my kids, but not no vulgar way. But
right,
you mess something up in the kitchen. Hey, what are y'all doing now? You know, nothing. It don't feel like you mess up in the kitchen. What the fuck y'all got going on in that goddamn kitchen? It's like hold up, what the hell going on? Like, you know, it's a different feeling. I'm just going off when I was a kid.
Right, because and that's what feeling. I said. Because I always did that, y'all. I said I gave y'all 2 acts. I always did 2 times. And that 3rd time, I do go off. I say, hey, y'all, I need for somebody in here to wash the dishes. Whose turn is it? I let y'all bicker about whose turn it is. Then I come back and I say, I'm not here for the bickering. I let y'all do it for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm not here for the bickering. I tell you what, both of y'all now y'all mad at each other because both of y'all got to wash dishes. But then y'all go in there.
I can't stand that little nigga. That shit. But he know it's his turn to do. He just want to sit there and play all the time. But your turn. Run away. Man,
but I'm just saying. And then after I come in now, and then I see that y'all still ain't doing the dishes because see y'all mad at each other now. So it's like, well, you better go do it or you gonna get in trouble. And they say, no, you better go do it because you gonna get in trouble. Well, then it just won't get done. I don't know what they be thinking about with each other. But then that hour come and I go in that kitchen and it's still not done. That's when they say, I thought I told y'all MF butts to get in here and do these dishes. Now keep playing with me. See, don't kick your ass. See, don't kick your ass. You know what I'm saying? Then everybody come trickling up in there, and then all of a sudden everybody getting down. Everybody ain't nobody mad no more, but now I'm mad because I had to ask 3 times. You know, so it's just like that. But you know, but I'm just saying that's just. You know, with the Kirk Franklin thing and Kirk Franklin carry on his son, it's just that y'all, you know, I feel like long as you're not like abusive with it, you know, some people will curse their kids out, like you said, just because the wind blowing. They curse the kid out, and that's not right. Yeah. You know, it is. It's some people that every time they just walk in the house, the parent can walk in the house and say, ain't nobody cook shit to eat today. You know, like, damn, you start off like that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, yeah, you ain't even ask the kids how was the homework or how was school or how was this. So those type of parents, yeah, I do have a problem with that. But when they are disciplining, that's when I don't see it's a problem with it, And as long as they are not a slap out abusive parent to where they just really abusing that child, not only with the mouth but physically as well.
I got a question.
What's that?
So what about if a parent has a child? Child's very obedient to the parent. It's a child. It's gonna have its moments, and you have to, get in their ass or whatever. But what if the child has other siblings? Other relatives, like a auntie or a great uncle or something like that, or whatever that they be with, and they nullify what your discipline is. Say your discipline, like you'll get in our ass. You'll tell her A, B, C, 1, 2, goddamn 3, and then but I mean other than that we all good. We got a good relationship, whatever. But you'll get in our ass. But then that other relative will sit there and nullify whatever you saying to that child,
right?
And like that to make that child feel like.
What I'm doing is wrong.
Right. What do you say to stuff like that?
You do have that. But that's when that parent has to check that other person, whether it's the aunt, the sister, the cousin, or whatever, and say, hey, look here, when I'm talking to my child, I don't need for you to interfere. Unless you raising them, and I just came over there to visit y'all. You see what I'm saying? But if that's my child, and then my child is over here, and I say something, now, if it's abusive or something that I'm doing, yes, them family members do need to say something.
Yeah, no.
But if it ain't like that, then... 9 times out of 10,
right. When that happens,
exactly, and that's when that person has to tell the sister or the uncle or the auntie or whatever, like, hey, look here, when I'm talking to my child, I don't need your input. I don't need it. Now, if you want to put in some input, you go to your child, and if you don't have any, then you need to have some and put that input in. But when it comes to mine, I don't need for you to say anything. That's all you say. And then if you visit them people again and they doing it again, then that's when you have to make the decision to stay out from around that certain family member. Because they not doing nothing but doing some toxic stuff, trying to get something started between the parent and the child. You see what I'm saying? Because you do have that as well. You know what I'm saying? Where people do try to do like that. Now I'm gonna give y'all a perfect example, and I'm sure that my son and my daughter-in-law, they don't mind. But kids are just like that. They don't discipline the way I disciplined.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love it. That's how my son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, grow my grandgirls up, And they have a form of I said no, or either time out, or whatever, and that's it. Well, that's what I'm finna give you an example about what you said about how about when somebody else to say something else, right? So, okay, so they come over here, my son and my daughter-in-law, because she's been in the family, know how I do. Hey, sit your ass down. I ain't your daddy, and I ain't your mama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's if they get too far. Yeah. If they get too far, they do get a lot of leeway. I do. I'd be like, y'all, and they're very, very, very respectable girls. So I don't have to raise my voice or anything like that, right? Yeah. Never, hardly ever have to raise my voice at my grandgirls because they are really on point. Yeah. But now, if you just say, no, you can't do that, sometimes they get upset. And then I say, well, that's just kids. Kids would be like, man, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, no, you can't do that right now. I want to do this. So one of my grandgirls really got mad. Oh, she got mad at me because I said, no, you can't do that. I didn't holler at her, nothing like that. I just said, no, you can't do that, and that's not right. Mm-hmm. So then when they got ready to leave, I said, okay, bye, and hug.
Oh,
I'm not hugging you.
Oh, I remember that. She didn't
hug me. She didn't say bye to me. Yeah, she didn't do none of that. But what I'm saying is she was pissed. Yeah. And then I said, you not going to give me a hug? She said, I said, okay, I'm not gonna push you to give you grandmama a hug. You know what I'm saying? But I knew who to talk to. I'm like, oh, sister, this ain't over. I know who to talk to.
Yeah.
My daughter-in-law and my son. And I bet you next time we won't have this problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but that's what you're saying about what do you think about when somebody else discipline or whatever. Mm-hmm. Because when I told my son, he did not once say, oh, well, how did you tell her no? Or did you holler at her when you said no? Or he just know me. Mm-hmm. If I probably did say something, you know, to her, you know, it was for the best. Mm-hmm. That's my mom. Mm-hmm. And if she didn't do nothing, it's still for the best. Mm-hmm. But what you're not going to do is act like you're going to disrespect her. Grandma. Right? Yeah. So when I told him, he didn't even quit. He said, say what? And I told him, I said, yeah, she wouldn't even say, I'll call you right back. I'm looking at her right now. I said, wait a minute, but I read click. He hung up. And before you know it, they called. And even my daughter-in-law, she said, I'm so sorry, Mama. I'm so. I said, no, don't y'all be sorry. Drake was like, you know, don't worry. That's not going to happen. But they called and they said, we're so sorry, G-Mother. Yeah, I remember that. We're so sorry. We're so sorry. But the thing is that what we're saying about the discipline. Right. You know, is that those are, even though they're my grandkids, yeah, I know how my son disciplines too. Mm-hmm. So I have to take that under accountability. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And so then, because I know, like, if I just do them the way I done y'all, they wouldn't understand nothing going on. You know, they'd be like, we don't live like this. We don't live like this over here. You know what I'm saying? And it would just, they wouldn't even want to come back over here no more. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because my son don't discipline them the way I disciplined y'all. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's when a person also, like me, have to take that under consideration. Mm-hmm. Like, okay, I know that they not used to this and they not used to that, so I have to kind of compromise a little bit more. But now if they do too much, oh yeah, they get that spank. They gonna get that spank from me. You know what I'm saying? If it's not right, you know. Yeah. And my daughter, my daughter-in-law and my son has no problem with that. So that's why I was saying when you were saying, what about that other person that's stepping in and telling the person how to co-parent and stuff like that, and that's not right. Because you know, in our other video, me and you mentioned that when we was talking about in-laws, I said I'm a mercy in-law because I don't go over there trying to run their house. Mm-hmm. I don't go over there like that. I don't even come over to your crib like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to go over there. What y'all doing? What y'all eating today? What y'all, why y'all, that's nasty. Why y'all got this? That's not me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all let y'all run y'all household because I run mine's my way. You know, so that's all I had to say about it. But the thing about the Kirk Franklin thing, when the daddy and the son get into it like that, and they say they had a 15-year bad kind of off and on relationship or whatever, a lot of that come from the women too. When you have a kid, don't talk down about the father. Because the mother, I'm not saying she have, but I'm saying if a son feel like Carry On felt like, oh, he treat that family better than my family, right? Well, if you got the mama saying, yeah, he act like they this and you ain't this, or you that, if the mama is putting bad stuff into a child, not saying that his mama did that at all. Yeah. I'm just saying most of the times out here in our community, the mother is so bitter at the baby's father till she'll start talking down on the father around the child, and then the child don't like the father either now because mama don't like him. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's where it comes from. Then as that father gets to where he want to be in that kid life, and he say, no, you can't tell me nothing. You can't tell me nothing. No, my mama, I don't know what you trying to come over here for to tell me something. You ain't gonna be telling me nothing, man. You ain't my damn. I mean, yeah, okay, you weren't here with me. That's where that started. Because they heard it from the inside. Yeah. And that's where women, you have to stop. I've never done that.
That's why I said I can't lie off and say, because I was like, damn, I got so much respect and love for my dad, even though I know he wasn't there.
Yeah.
You never really talked
I never
down
did.
on him.
Never did. You know what I'm saying?
Just,
And I just never did. That's nothing that, even though me and him had our problem. You know, I
already know. I know about my dad.
No, I ain't finna say. I'm just saying that I know me and him had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
But that wasn't gonna make me put venom into you about your father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's your father, and the father, that's his son. And so the relationship will build between them. I ain't gonna have nothing to do with it. Not when it comes to trying to toxic your mind about them. You know? And that's what women should not ever do. I don't care, women, if you feel like my baby daddy ain't shit. Don't tell the child he ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? Just say, when the kid is asking, I'm just saying, because it saves a whole lot of headache in the future. Wow. And when, I mean, the same thing. Daddies, if you ain't got custody and the mama ain't around, don't say, oh, she ain't around because she a crackhead. Or she this right, you know, because you got custody of them. Yeah. Now you are putting inside them kids about, you can tell them a story about their parent later, but you still tell the story without making that person look like they toxic. You see what I'm saying? Let the breakup between the son and the father, or the father and the daughter, or the mother and the son, let that breakup be between something that happened between them. Not something that happened between you and them. You see what I'm saying? That's the only thing I'm saying. Is even if the child never see their father, might not ever see their father there in their life, you don't know if you pass away that kid is going to have to one day find that person. You don't want to have venom in him where now he could have found them, and then that person, that father or something, could have helped that child. But because that child got so much venom in him, and it's not even nothing that the father did to him. Yeah, what, left him? Yeah, okay, he left me. That still don't mean that he might not love him or whatever, but you still don't put that inside of a child. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
I got you. I see you saying the hatred.
Yeah. Don't put the hatred in there. You know, how come my dad ain't here? You know what? I was wondering the same thing, but baby, we ain't gonna worry about that right now because I got you. And keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. You ain't gotta say nothing really negative about him. Oh, he ain't here because he ain't want your ass. He ain't want me either. I tried to find his ass the other day. I seen him on the corner drinking a 30 ounce. He ain't worth for shit. I tried to take you over there. He said he ain't want to be bothered with you, baby. So there, see, he don't care nothing about you. Nah, you don't do that. And if that did happen, don't tell that child. Let that child grow up. Walk to the gas station, see his own father drinking the 30, and when that child go to the father himself and the father say something negative to him, now the father and the child, now they have a problem. But I'm not going to start their problem. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I think need to go on more in our community. So that's all I got to say about that, yeah.
Hey, man, well, I think that pretty much sums it up right there. That was a pretty good sermon there, Pastor Kirk.
You know.
So, you know, we're gonna call it.
All right then, y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week. Gain knowledge to prevent blockage. Y'all all know what that means. The more you know, the harder it is for anybody to block y'all from y'all goals and success. Bye-bye.